Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Oh, Govinda Das was live. Oh, just now. Oh well. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. All right, let's chant a little japa together, everybody. Oops, what happened there? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri 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 Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, 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 Radha, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Jesus Christ, all glories to the assembled devotees here. Yeah. Hey, nice to see everybody. Freddie, Janine, Gita Lakshmi, Fani's sister. Brother, sister. Lalita Ganga, Evo. All right, welcome everybody. And Govinda's around too, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, here we are together here again. Here's a nice verse. We'll just read this and discuss this here. This is Spiritual Masters in the Adi Lila, Chapter 1. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. You think people really think about this? And they I don't think they even read this, man. Okay? According to deliberate opinion, all revealed scriptures, in the revelation of all revealed scriptures. That's why it's even in the Bible. You notice I spoke about how the New Testament, Jesus was saying basically the same thing. You're clean by the word I spoke to you. That kind of cleansing. According to deliberate opinion, all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Oh, is that everybody? Is everybody like that? Has anybody thought about that? The Neophyte mentality is like, oh yeah, everybody's like, all gurus are the same. All spiritual masters are the same. Everybody's a devotee, or some, all these ideas and speculations. Is that what it's talking about? Is this special? Are there thousands of spiritual masters? Are they all really special? Are they non-different from Krishna? Yeah. Some people would say that, if you're in a Mayavadi mentality, of course, everybody is the same. Everybody is one, something like that. So of course, yeah, everybody is non-different from God or the Brahman or something like that. Yeah. But what is this non-difference from Krishna? What does it mean? Non-different from Krishna. Who is Krishna? Does anybody know? Does any of these gurus show this non-difference, that they're non-different from Krishna? Is Radhanath non-different from Krishna? Here we go, naming names. Yeah. Let's make it personal. Oh no, we don't want to make this. Don't make this a personal philosophy. No. Don't use anybody as an example. Yeah. Well, you could use me as an example. Is Gohari non-different from Krishna? Yeah. What does it mean, non-different from Krishna? Yeah. Well, can you explain that non-difference? I would say that somebody might really know if they could. Go ahead.
Someone just popped in a letter into the letterbox.
Yeah. Maybe it's a message for us.
Yeah. Then Krishna in my head is saying, yes, you are, because you post a message of Krishna straight. And they don't even have a message.
Yeah.
It's diluted.
We can explain these things too. You explain what is the non-difference from your experience. Yeah, non-different. See, Satchidananda. Can you see Satchidananda in any of those gurus? I know I shouldn't be talking about this, right? You should no, don't talk, don't discuss. Just, it's offensive, man. Just be humble. Be humble. Don't discuss like, are these gurus really qualified? No, you don't want to know that. No. Shh. It's like an Illuminati thing. Shh. They go, don't tell anybody, and you keep a secret. See, no. We should discuss this. This is don't you want to know? What is a non-different from Krishna? Well, let's see. Satchidananda, that's a good start, huh? What is Sat? The eternal form of the Lord. Do you see that in Guru? Do you see the eternality of Krishna in the Guru, reflected in the Guru? Do you see the Ananda in the Guru? We have another example. We have God himself came as a devotee, and Advaita came as a devotee, and Nityananda came as a devotee. You see any Ananda? You read about Ananda? Can you see it? Can you recognize it when it's in this world now? Oh, no. You're supposed to hide it. Yeah, no, don't show any Ananda, man. No, that's offensive. No, what is Ananda? No, tears. No, we don't want to see any of that stuff. No, laughing like a bad man. Okay? But this is non-different from Krishna. Is that Ananda? Oh, and the what is it? The chit potency, the knowledge of Krishna. See, the knowledge of Satchidananda is the non-difference. I mean, pretty easy to explain. if you're really there, if you've ever tasted Ananda deeply and get some revelations and you say, oh yeah, I can relate to that Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's what happens with me. Yeah, worshiping the Lord in this really deep, crying, laughing, everything. Yeah, I get so much understanding. That's what do you think I'm giving here? I'm giving you my understanding, my eyes. I'm giving you my brain, the transcendental knowledge that comes from this, that I see here. I see, why aren't people looking for that non-difference? Why aren't they talking about it? Why isn't it, they say on the tweet, on all the social media, why isn't anybody talking about this? Don't they see? Why isn't anybody talking? I said, why isn't anybody talking about this bhakti path, the real truth about it? Why isn't he talking about this non-difference from Krishna, the spiritual master? What, you don't want to expose the truth? What will it expose? The lie also. It'll be the real Bhagavatam, huh? Oh, wow. That's the concept, huh? Hear the real Bhagavatam? Because if you hear the real truth, you'll know what the illusion is, right? You don't want that, man. Go hard. Be quiet, man. Shh, don't say anything. That's offensive. Be humble. Just accept, comply. Oh, it sounds like the world, huh? The government's like that. Religion's like that. Just comply. Give your money, man. Just do the donation, man. Yeah, we can't give you anything back. No transcendental knowledge. Just worship the uniform. Believe in the uniform. Believe in the stick. Yeah, non-different from Krishna. Oh, and this Lord Krishna in the form of the spiritual delivers his devotees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you see any of that going on? You see anybody delivered? Oh, yeah. All the disciples of Radhanath and Narayan Raj are all delivered, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just believe it, right? Oh, no, we can't discuss what deliverance looks like. Can we see what deliverance looks like in this life? Does it make any sense? Yeah, or you got to wait till everybody, just trust Narayan Raj, just trust Radhanath, just trust Daipataka, that when you die, the pearly gates are going to open there. Yeah, I know you feel miserable now and you kind of, not really happy and you feel repressed and depressed and suppressed. But don't worry about that. When you die, the pearly gates are going to open and then God's going to come and greet you. Yeah, just believe us. Just believe us blindly. Yeah. Let's not discuss this, that Lord Krishna delivers his devotees by the actions of the spiritual master. Let's not discuss that. Remember I say jewels come here, right? You can tell these people, Krishna says these people want deliverance. They're sick of this fucked up world. Even Noodle said, I don't want to come back to this place. This is enough of this shit. Yeah. And go ahead.
The part that you were talking about, Maharaj, there was this thing that I never wanted to come back, but at the same time, I used to wonder, and we do all this rigorous stuff, we are not enjoying life in that sense. And what if it's not true? What if this is just one life and you're actually not going back? You're well fucked up here because you have been just believing that after you die,
you've been bullshitted.
After you die, you're gonna get that, and then in the hope of that, you have like just
given all your time and energy,
soul sucking. Basically, it is soul sucking, right? It's actually not any juice to the soul if you think about it. All the chanting and all of that we did was just soul sucking them, than actually giving anything out of it. So I'm like, you lose both. You neither get that nor this. That thought was very scary. Should I just let all this be and enjoy for now? Or just and then actually, to be honest, onion was a very big thing for me. It was a very big turning point. I'm like, if I have to give up this, I'd rather give up the Lord. I don't want
give up their Lord.
So it was so stupid, but
I felt that, I think on the Vadi path when I was doing the austerities, After some time, I felt like I was getting boons though.
Yeah.
It's like I had that, like, sort of Krishna reciprocates,
Yeah.
but he'd have to do like heavy things,
Yeah.
heavy lifting
Yeah.
before I get the, like,
Yeah. It's
boon.
work.
Whereas here, I feel I don't even, I actually realize the boons. I actually see the boons, and then I'm thinking, what am I even doing? Apart from just sitting and maybe paying some attention and hearing. So I think here things are a lot more easier in that sense. I feel that.
Yeah.
The deliverance is like every day,
Yeah.
and then this chanting. I think the taste for chanting.
Yeah.
What I'm like beginning to like hop on to that.
Yeah.
And I feel, wow, this is amazing. It's like I felt it was like a forest, and then we were like, it's like it's that I don't know, it was like a forest feeling, very free, uplifting. The body was like, I had to move a little bit, something going around. I never had these experiences there. It's like I heard Lalita say it's almost like violence sometimes. Like, when they're like pom pom, it feels like violence. They're like violently trying to, why are you not coming and giving us? That's they become so hard-hearted that even the kirtan feels like violence. But here, your kirtan, what you invite us into, is like it's so subtle. It's almost like you're tricking us into it.
It feels so serene after that. It's like everything is mellowed down.
It's like the whole thing looks like it's changed.
It was so bright. It's so cloudy now.
Yeah. That's what it's about, man. Yeah. That's why you see those who are ready to be delivered, and you can tell, the quality of people coming here. That from any walks, they're like, they're either very intelligent. You don't have to be suffering. You could be, whatever gets you here. Like if you're, done with the world. I mean, I was that kind of type. I wasn't very intelligent, but I was suffering. I looked at the world. I thought, is there any hope for me? And then God starts leading you. That's the thing. He starts directing your course. And so other people that are like that are coming here. See? And so it shows you the verse actually works. And so in the form of the spiritual master delivers the devotees. Now people have a testimony. When you're getting delivered. You're making spiritual progress. You have something to say now. It's not just a bunch of words. You can look at the verse as you're making real, tangible spiritual progress, following the process, accepting a bona fide spiritual master to help you progress, and really listening and getting purified, listening to those ideology of a real guru that's giving you as it is understanding, very deep, conclusive, confidential understanding, and you feel yourself actually being elevated spiritually. And you can look at the verse and say, wow, I found that place in my life now. It's not just in the book that I don't understand. Isn't that what people say here? They say, wow, you're reading these verses. I never understood them like this. See? Well, yeah, that comes from Bhagavad Gita 10:10. You become like that. Already making devotees like that here. You get the devotion, and then you start looking at these books, and now you got real food, substantial, sustains. It awakens and sustains your soul. It gives you soul food. It's really true. Now you'll start to know. You don't have to be black to eat soul food. You could be white to eat soul food. A lot of us are white. I'm white, and I eat soul food every day. See? So that's it, man. Is the conclusive understanding of these books is the messages of Vasudeva. And just by serving, by even hearing, see, a spiritual master that's bona fide, that Krishna is really using, that's non-different from Krishna. See, all these things, these boxes need to be checked. See? And you feel the deliverance, all of this. See, now, wow, this is my life now. I can relate to this. See, I'm getting affinity for the messages of Vasudeva. Why wouldn't you? They're beautiful. They're perfect. They're the whole goal of life is to be delivered out of illusion in a certain way. See, certain way. Do you want the certain way? Come here. We'll give you the certain way. The certainly way you'll be delivered. That's it. We already proved it. This just to kind of slap people around, wake them up. We've already done this, man. Yeah. Certainly delivered. You're certainly delivered here. People can say, I'm certainly delivered. Not like, oh, I'm not sure. If you're like that here, oh, you're not sure yet? Okay, stick around and you'll be certainly delivered. In certainty. Because even the books will confirm that. Your own experience will confirm that. Other devotees will confirm that. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra is the only place here is where I've seen that actually in force. Guru, Sadhu, Shastras. The Guru is the Guru here. The sadhus are you guys that are waking up and becoming sadhus because real ecstatic devotion is beginning to awaken. Now you become a sadhu. Now you know what is the ananda part of the potency. And then you automatically get right understanding. See, that's sadhu. And you just develop it. What do you think, Noodles? What's on your noodle? Nothing? Okay.
Just processing.
Oh, processing. Okay, good. Yeah. So a beautiful verse. Huh? Yeah, that's what you need to be delivered. You need a real spiritual master, and your experience should follow this, and then you got certainty. See, the verse even Krishna says, he said, those who worship me directly, there's some doubt in some lifetime you may or may not be delivered. There's still doubt. Okay? But if you worship and you are a disciple of a real devotee, real spiritual master, oh, certainly you'll be delivered. There's no doubt, zero doubt. And it's not just a bunch of words here, because this is in the experience of devotees who take this preaching seriously. And laugh a lot, though. You got to laugh a lot. So, purport by Prabhupada. The relationship of a disciple with his spiritual master is good as his relationship with the Supreme Lord. Can anybody relate to that? As good as his relationship with the Supreme Lord. They're the external manifestation of super soul. You see, they look at you for your welfare from the outside, and the Lord looks out from the inside. See? So, yeah. Until then, and then when you're rolling, when you're beyond the neophyte stage and a little mature, see, like you grow up, right? You grow up, and then all you do is you chant the holy name, and you're protected. All you do is you relish and taste and nourish your soul with these verses. And if you're compassionate and you want to be compassionate and passionately preach the message in this world, then other people get delivered when they like, oh, wow, I also want to be like that. I want to be passionate for God. Yeah. Yeah, see, as good as the Supreme Lord. See, the relationship of a disciple with his spiritual master is as good as his relationship with the Supreme Lord. Is that for everybody? All spiritual masters, are they really, is it really as good as with the Supreme Lord? Would anybody dare to say it is? That's pretty audacious to say that, that to be in a position that your relationship with the disciples is as good as the Supreme Lord. Who would take such a responsibility? Who would actually accept such a thing? It's got to be really real, doesn't it? Can't be just any. There's thousands. How many of those gurus out of the thousands of the gurus they make in ISKCON that their relationship is as good as with the Supreme Lord? Their disciple thing. But that's kind of true in a way. You know why? Because if their relationship with the Supreme Lord is not very good, they'll get a guru like that too. That's not very good. So, it's all based on that. You'll get a guru in the modes of nature because you're in the modes of nature. So your relationship is as good as it is with God, as with the guru who is also in this. You see, it's a reflection. See, if you're in the mundane level, you're really neophyte, then and your relationship's not really clear with God in your heart. You don't really know the super soul clearly. See, and you believe in the world and speculations and everything. So yeah, your relationship with Krishna is as good as what it is with the guru. So you'll get a guru like that who's also not so clear. It's a reflection. Go ahead there, Niels.
No, it's like a chicken and egg thing to me. I mean, like Guru, and I mean, because we can see Krishna only when we get Guru, right? Guru, isn't it? We know real Krishna when we get a real devotee or as a Guru, right? And and else we, I mean, like, how would we even grow above the modes and see the real Krishna to get the real Guru? I mean, like, which is which works which? Like, it's a chicken and egg. I do not know.
How do you get the real guru?
Yeah, because you said if the relationship with Lord is not okay, you do not get a good guru as well. But to actually get a good relationship with Lord, you need a real guru, right? So it's like a chicken and egg problem. How would we get?
Yeah, you get to that point. Well, that's the thing. That's a good question. How do you get to the point? Well, when you have, say you have a person that's not so qualified as a Vaishnava guru. Well, they do send you to the holy places, don't they? You do read Prabhupada's books and the books of, so there's something there. Maybe you don't understand them completely. Of course you can't. So the Lord sees your heart as you get more and more serious and maybe get a little doubtful, like, well, is my guru really self-realized? And you start to think deeply. The Lord's right there. He's helping. And he's, okay, this person's ready to listen now. See, the whole thing here, people can't come here because they have faith, too much faith. And maybe that's destiny. Not maybe, it's destiny. They have a lot of faith in these gurus. They have faith in Narayan Raj, right? Faith in Radhakund Babaji's, faith in Shamarani, right? She's the topic of the day. Poor lady's getting so much mercy. Lalita and I were talking. So Shamarani. Hey, you're lucky the devotees are thinking about you. Maybe not in the way you're thinking, but the thoughts are there. Yeah. What was I talking about? I forgot.
About
having faith.
Oh yeah. See, they just have faith, and so that faith, until they get doubt, there's a place for doubt. Because if you got a guru who's not really see, these books are as it is. And that's why our preaching is very hard to take, because I tell you like it is. And people, wait a second, that doesn't apply. I don't believe that. My guru is Radhanath. My guru is Narayan Raj. I said, yeah, but they're non-different. Is it not? Are these gurus that particular? Are they non-different from Krishna? Of course. Yeah. Have you been delivered? Or they may think they are, or a lot of people say, "Well, I'm not sure." Everything is ambiguous. Yeah, I'm ecstatic, and they really aren't. I chant and be happy. I'm happy, but they're really, all kinds of unclear things. Okay, so the thing is, at least you go to the pilgrimage places, or you have Prabhupada's books, and then also you start loosening up because you're going to see some faults in guru. Okay, and if they're not, because they're not bona fide ultimately, and if you get a little close, you start to see they're not transcendently situated, man. They don't. And you start, maybe you start to see their word is different than the book. Their understanding is different than the book. See, the Krishna's giving you some intelligence now. Yeah. So usually gradually, things will loosen up. Your faith will loosen up in illusion. Still, hey man, what do you think false prophet means? What do you think false acharya means? It's false. It's a putana obstacle. So many gurus are caught up in the putana obstacle. So automatically are caught up in the kalya obstacle. They're servants of those principalities that are hiding the real Vrindavan. But hey, you're getting close. Okay? Getting close. And when you start to lose faith in those who are still serving the obstacles of Putana and have some poison in their kata, and then you ready to listen, ready to listen to the real guru, and then all of a sudden, wow, I took off a tight pair of shoes. I had a tight pair of shoes. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Now I know it. Now I'm feeling freed up. Now I'm seeing, I can take shelter. I can abandon all varieties of religion. Wow, I just take shelter of the truth. Take shelter of real Harikatha from a real spiritual master. Wow, I'm growing up, man. You feel it. You feel this elevation in consciousness. All of a sudden, you start to feel an affinity for the real messages of Vasudeva. You like sadhu sangha. You like discussing these deeper truths. You're not afraid anymore or falsely humble. Like your gurus there are falsely humble. They're not. That's not real humility. They're just wolves in sheep's clothing at that point. They're tricking you because they're not really. They cannot deliver. They're not the verse. See, you can ask here. I mean, just give a really honest, open question. Is Radhanath delivering anybody? Is anybody delivered? Do you see any signs or any of them? I was looking for signs of deliverance in the Narayan Raj group or the Radhakund Babajis, and I saw their best disciples, and I can't honestly say that they're delivered. I saw no ecstatic love. I saw no Satchidananda. See, I saw no non-difference from Krishna. See, so why do I know that? And all these others don't know that. Well, I experienced the Ananda. I've had to come to say, this is the real thing, because it's like the verse. I can't help it that, people tell me, Gohar, you should get one of these Mahabhagavats like Narayan Raj or Radhakund Anantadas to confirm your understanding, confirm your realization. They couldn't confirm it. I couldn't see the symptoms of the non-difference in them. Even though, I ask you, do you see any non-difference in this body here? Is the Lord accepted this body as his vehicle to preach real Krishna consciousness on the level of spirituality, the real spiritual juice? Do you see uncommon Krishna conscious understanding? Do you see uncommon ecstatic worship? That you don't see in Radhanath or in Narayan Raj or any of their followers. You see it even in some disciples here. So, man, why not go where the best thing you see and can perceive is? That to me is intelligence. If you see anything better than what we have, more Ananda, more truth, well, go there. We'll all go. Why not?
This is humility, isn't it?
Yeah. Otherwise, why do I try to, keep my disciples by bullshitting them and criticizing other devotees? Yeah. But you're doing that, Gohari. You're criticizing other devotees. Well, no, we're testing. Remember, we got to test the metal. You can test me. Test Gohari Das. Is he a real devotee? Does he have the real understanding? Is anybody getting free? Can you see any? Yeah, you should be tested. Yeah. So we test the others. Are testing Chamarani, man. Testing Narayan Raj. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Shamarani, you're worshiping for 25 years. First, you had Prabhupada, right? Now you have the Narayan Raj. And 25 years, you're with more, maybe, with Narayan Raj. Oh, yeah. Have you developed Satchidananda? You're guru now, right? Didn't you see all the garlands around her right next to Prabhupada? Same height, everything, It's like, what are you saying? That you're now, the mercy's gone to you. So you're non-different. Can I accept Prabhupada as non-different from Krishna? I know he had Ananda, and I know he had deep conclusive understanding, but I don't see that in you or others like that are in these lines. Yeah, I'm looking for the ones who are also non-different from Krishna. Is it just the words? This is the problem. People think it's just the words. Non-different from Krishna. Let's just speak the words. No, like parrots. No understanding. No discussion. Let's get to the bottom of it. None of that. But I like to get to the bottom of things. Top to bottom, man. Let's examine all of this stuff. Let's get really clear where the real path is, where that non-different gurus are. Where are people being delivered practically, where you can see people standing up and saying, yeah, man, I'm having spiritual experiences. Man, my life has changed and transformed. Oh, look at the tears coming out of the devotee's eye. Look at there, laughing like a man. Even Pani was laughing a little bit today. I think he made a little spurty.
I was thinking about my own experience as to what keeps when I met like Radhanath Maharaj, they're like the induction into the program. I feel like that question is really brilliant, what she asked, and your answer was like so clear. What keeps them there is a faith in that. It's their faith is not in real Krishna, because they don't even know who real Krishna is.
Right.
But I found even the innocent ones, like when I had that doubt in like, maybe Radha Maharaj is not speaking about Krishna, like in the whole class, he's not mentioning Krishna anywhere. I got this doubt. And you know what, the ones who have faith in him are the ones who are like, grabbing all these guys. It's like, no, he's in close circles, he does some bullshit explanation. Like, all these faithful circles under him, they're like guarding all these sheep. Keep them in. And now I totally understand when you attack, you're like, your words are like, it's like, it feels like attack, but it's actually you're going straight to the top of the head,
Go to the jugular.
Yeah, you're kicking the throne of the king. That fells the ministers and his gods, and then obviously the kingdom is like, all the people in the kingdom who said the king is like, dethroned. Like, what are they going to do? They're going to look for the master who's done it. Who's the king, the next king. And I totally get that, because I think I was kept in that because I didn't know who real Krishna is back then. And then every time I had a healthy doubt, I couldn't raise my voice because all these faithful guys, they would,
That's not humble, Prabhu.
Yeah, or some such bullshit explanation, and then they would throw you down and then put you in that illusion. Yeah. It's amazing.
This is this Bhagavatam. This knowledge needs properly discussed in the society of devotees, just like it says in the book. So if you're making progress and ready to make progress, you'll like to have these discussions. Isn't it nice to be clear about what the truth is and where the truth is and how the truth shows up in our life? I can't think of anything more important. Otherwise, ignorance rules our lives. Ignorance. If you don't know that Guru is supposed to deliver his disciples, like the verse says. But deliverance is a big thing. This is why Prabhupada knew he didn't deliver his disciples, most of them. He knew it. That's why he said this is postgraduate, right? Postgraduate means that deliverance is going to be for a future time. It's postgraduate because the first chapter is about the real guru that they don't understand. They don't get delivered. They haven't been delivered by Prabhupada. And he's said, so deliverance is here in this book. And so Prabhupada came to me and said, okay, you teach this stuff now. So that people can be delivered. But they got to know the truth. The truth will set you free. You got to know what is the real spiritual master that delivers you. But how do they deliver you? By the truth, man. The truth that Prabhupada didn't fully tell you because he kept it for himself for now. Now it's coming out. We're shouting from the rooftops. It's kind of like with Jesus, Jesus told his disciples, I tell you so many things in secret. Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya told me so many things in secret in my studies and chanting over the years. So many things. And then there was a point where he said, okay, I order you now to shout it from the rooftops. That's basically what I got with Prabhupada. He just, in 1996, he came, okay, you've been, I've been showing you these things and telling you these things, and you understand these things. You've been ecstatically worshiping for years. Okay, shout it from the rooftops. And that's what we're doing. That's why we're successful. We're successful because we're shouting what was understood in secret, the revelations and everything, and acting as guru on the order of Prabhupada and Krishna in the disciplic line. See? And it works. Why wouldn't it work? Yeah. People are having great time with Krishna, more and more here. I mean, I am. Yeah. It's getting, where do you find people really interested in Harikatha? I mean, can you imagine this? To do what they did 550 years ago, have a great time discussing for hours. Look how many hours we discussing these things. Hours and hours. Yeah. Yeah. Because, we have an affinity. Many of us have an affinity for the messages of Vasudeva. And when you get this affinity and you feel related to this thing, you'll say, hey man, this is the Hollywood blockbuster I've been looking for. This is the magic I've been looking for. Krishna magic, not Maya's magic, Mahamaya's magic. That's Hollywood, the magic stick, Hollywood made from the, magician's wand, to keep you in Maya, keep you hypnotized in the illusion.
Maharaj,
Yes?
I have another question.
Okay.
This might be really dumb though.
Oh, I like dumb questions.
Like now you said, right? You start questioning your own guru and all that stuff. So I mean, I don't understand this ISKCON stuff a
Yeah,
lot. But then
right.
what I understand from Ritvix is that they do not take anybody else for guru, but they take Prabhupada as
Yeah.
guru. Yeah. So when that's the case, now Prabhupada, there is no question of doubting
Right,
him because
right.
he's a pure devotee there.
Right.
But then, if that's the case, you put all faith in Prabhupada.
Yeah,
The people who believe he's guru should be coming to this path, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't see it's happening with everybody. I think Balram is one such example.
Yeah,
I think he's a strong Ritvik believer, isn't he?
Yeah.
But why doesn't he feel like that then?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Yeah, it's too much attachment to like the Vaidhi path. Rules and regulations is one too much. You can have too much attachment, and that might be natural. You hold on. It's your security, right? Even though it's not perfect, but it's your life raft. You hold on really tight, and you're not ready to kind of loosen up when the real life raft comes. Now you don't trust it yet. Okay, so it's the same thing with the Ritvik. The Ritviks have too much attachment to the Ritvik idea that only Prabhupada. See, too much attachment until they lose faith that is enough. They have to see that's not enough, that Shiksha is important. They cannot come here. See, it's all a faith thing. That's why many people that don't have that much experience in ISKCON, they're more easy to come here sometimes.
Yeah, and I think now it
Like
makes sense.
You didn't have any exposure to ISKCON before.
No, I didn't. But also us, if you think about it, yeah, how it actually worked for us in Munich. We had enough of it. We really didn't want to leave Prabhupada, but at least we couldn't pull it anymore, isn't it? We just wanted.
I mean, we were like. I was associating with ISKCON Bangalore before moving to Austria or Germany. So it was like the last thing with ISKCON was Ritvik.
Yeah.
But my thing was, I was doubting them because they would always talk to me only when they needed money.
Yeah, of course.
And then they would go away.
Yeah.
That was something which was dubious to me. It's like, you only come to me only when you need something, and then I'm not in your consciousness after that. So and
they have nothing to give you.
Yeah, that was a distrust I had on them. I think maintaining this.
Can you heat this up and put a little more honey in it?
Yeah, sure. Will it be okay with the microwave or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was we getting at? Okay, what was her question?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, for him, I think it was that, and for me, it was like we had all eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Like we knew Prabhupada is the
Ah.
Prabhupada,
Yeah.
but we were not able to pull the cart.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
yeah.
not able. For me, at least, I was not able to. At the
Yeah.
same time, I didn't want to. I had this feeling. There is this thing that Prabhupada keeps saying.
Yeah.
It's if you don't want to come back in this world, you do this, yeah.
Right.
And I just didn't want to come back,
Yeah, yeah.
but I was not able to do it too. So
Yeah.
I was like, I need something
Yeah.
where I needed a breather, like
Yeah, yeah. You needed a clear teaching, a clear understanding.
Yeah.
See, they can't give that to you in that level. That's why you see you lose a little faith and get some doubt, which is good because it's religion.
Yeah.
It's like Vedavyas had the same thing. Vedavyas was he was doubtful about. He said, "Well, God, I taught Varnashram Dharma and the rules, regulations, but my heart is not happy." So that's when he changed and he started to pray, like, "Okay, Lord, is there something more, than this?" And so that's how it works. Everything is faulty until you get the bona fide spiritual master. It's time now for Chaitanya Lila teaching, and we have to kind of just blast all the bullshit out there, all the and it, if people still have faith in Shamaranis and Narayam Rajas, even though nobody has gotten delivered or can't even discuss what are the symptoms of deliverance and all that, well, what can be done? You just, until you lose faith in that, we can't help you. I'll just continue preaching, and maybe somebody in those groups, Krishna wants to deliver them, and they can come one by one. I don't think we can handle, masses of people with all the, bullshit they come with sometimes. No, it's too much. Just one by one is good. Krishna knows. Later on, when it gets really powerful, and when the devotees, there's no more, fightings and, the neophyte stuff, and people are purified really sufficiently, and more, Krishna will send more. We can handle more. Matter of fact, the purification will be more intense, and they'll be, more open to it too. They'll think, oh yeah, and maybe it'll go faster. It's like dentistry, As dentistry improves, the technologies and stuff, and the dentistry, the people get more knowledge. It gets better, less pain, quicker, stuff like that. I think it's the same thing with us. As we grow and get more experience, everything will be quicker and easier for others. Yeah. So anyway, everybody's doing what they can do. We're doing what we can do. Yeah. A spiritual master always represents himself as the humblest servitor of the personality Godhead, but the disciple must look upon him as the manifested representation of Godhead. See, is Prabhupada talking about some book person? He's talking about a living person, isn't he? Can you see that? The spiritual master is a person. See? But you cannot contrive things, otherwise you're not in truth. You can't contrive as a manifestation representative of Godhead if there really is Godhead. Yeah, what does that mean? What is the Godhead? The head of God, of the Godhead, the manifested representative of the head God. Krishna. Is Krishna mundane? Is he a goody two shoes? Is he something more transcendent than the modes of nature? Well, that's Guru, man. That's the kind of Guru we discuss. That's the kind of Guru we all need to be delivered. Otherwise, you don't know what deliverance is. How can a person or a Guru in the mode of nature, mode of goodness even, who may even think he's a pure devotee because his disciples don't know any better. He doesn't know any better. And that's what we have. That's what I've seen in ISKCON. Some maybe even liberated soul, kind of like liberated, but they're not kind of on the path of Vaishnavism, but they don't know the deeper level of deliverance by real pure bhakti, real devotion, and transmit it to their disciples type stuff. So most what I've seen is, gurus in the mode of goodness, or maybe there's some liberation there, but that's not deep enough, man. That's why I say I keep preaching mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You need that. It only comes through the recipients of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and they're rare right now. The recipient of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya will have ecstatic symptoms that Narayan Maharaj didn't show, that Ananta Das didn't show and demonstrate. That none of the followers can show. See, that's that's it, man. That's what you need to be looking for. That's real Vaishnava. Vaishnava is the manifested representation of the Godhead, or Lord Chaitanya. Isn't he the Godhead, the head God? If he's the head God and you're an intimate representative of that, don't you think you will have those kind of symptoms also? You'll be able to discuss this deep philosophy? Okay. So it's not a bunch of words, that's the bullshit, man. Oh yeah, the spiritual master is the manifested representative of the Godhead. Let's move on. Where's the prasadam? Where's the maha?
It's cooking.
Where's the maha? I can see David Beamer getting to that point. Where's the maha? See, that's called as it is. When you get your joy and nourishment from the word and the verses and the sentences of the absolute truth as they are, and not afraid to discuss these things, that's what we're promoting here. That's when you can abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to the real me. See, the real me is the real God. He's the real me. He's the real I, me, and mine. It's like he's, this I am, they say the Lord is the I am. See, that I. That Lord. He's the real me. It's like we have a me, right? This is me, but it's false ego usually. Me, mine, this is mine, false ego, false identification. See? So the real me is the real person. And the real I is the real person. And the real mine belongs to that Supreme Lord. See, that's the absolute truth. Okay? We serve that Lord. Okay? That's why he can entrust us with things. Because we serve that Lord. It's his. Okay? He can give, he can take away, because it's his. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. See, that's a real devotee, man. Real devotee says, yeah, myself, I don't need a myself. Myself is common to all. See, the myself is that Lord, I'm here to serve that myself. See, serve myself. But it's not the way people think. Myself, they have this false ego idea. No, the self, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the true self for all of us. See, we derive our identity through service to the true self, which people don't know. Very rare people understand that true self. See, it's myself, right? He says the Acharya is myself. So how do you wrap your mind around that? You can't. You have to transcend that. You have to get the mercy of the Lord to understand that. See? Myself is Satchidananda. That's the Lord's self, man. You identify with that, right? What is that? Ananda. Oh yeah, I'm so fortunate to have that Ananda. Oh, I'm so fortunate to have the mind of God, which is his truths, the essence of truth. You just take shelter of that. No religion. You don't need materially motivated religion anymore. All you need is the myself, the Ananda, the ecstasy, and the conclusive truth. See, what you get from Guru also. And then you become like that too. Then you will speak under the influence of the transcendental Lord because you're in the real line. Otherwise, and that's how you escape the Maya. Yeah. You escape Mahamaya this way. There's the only one way. It's through the Parampara system. There's got to be some other path. Well, it's not recommended in the Vedas. Okay? That's why Prabhupada said this hearing process is recommended in the Vedas. But no, not hearing from a Mayavadi. Even a Mayavadi acting like a Vaishnava. Okay? They don't really know yet. They're not clear. Or a guru in the mode of goodness. You know how many of them? Many may think that they're pure devotees because they're good. Maybe they follow austerities and renunciations and do fastings. And can you see how that works? You get a little happy and a little more power than others. And you always think, well, I must be a pure devotee. See, no, Satchidananda. You need the mercy of Lord Chaitanya coming through the real Parampara system. That's why we're developing a spiritual family here of people that are purified to understand, the family business. Goodness, the family business. This is the family business. What family business? Is it the ISKCON business? Is it the Narayan Raj business, Radhakund Babaji business? Is that the Lord's business really yet? Or is this the real business of Lord Chaitanya? Okay, the real business of Lord Chaitanya is to relish the happiness in the holy name and distribute that to others so that they can also relish and taste this holy name. And everything people are doing is to bring them to the real devotees and progress more. Yeah. See, one should know the Acharya is myself and never disrespect him. Yeah, but people do. Why wouldn't they? They're an illusion. One should not envy him, thinking him of an ordinary man. But most people do. Most people, if they see a real Vaishnava who is the manifested representative of the Godhead here in this world, they envy him or they consider him an ordinary person. That's the kind of gurus we have nowadays. For he is the representative of all the demigods. Can you imagine a representative of all the demigods? Yeah. I wonder how that shows up. Let me look at the word for word. One should not be all the demigods representative, the spiritual master. Representative of all the demigods. Got to think about that one for a little bit. Okay, let's see what Prabhupada says. Maybe it'll get clear what he means. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, Pani, you read some of the purport. I might stop you here and there.
This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Lord Krishna when he was questioned by Uddhava regarding the four social and spiritual orders of society. The Lord was specifically instructing how a brahmachari should behave under the care of a spiritual master. A spiritual master is not an enjoyer of facilities offered by his disciples. He's like a parent. Without the attentive service of his parents, a child cannot grow to manhood. Similarly, without the care of the spiritual master, one cannot rise to the plane of transcendental service.
Yeah, so that's where it's all. You see how Prabhupada didn't finish the job? Who can actually say they rose to the plane of transcendental service? You know, it's not just transcendental loving service. That's real Krishna consciousness. Because without that, you're not really Krishna. You cannot be conscious of Krishna. All you're conscious of is his name and maybe some pious faith. Okay? But with the care of the spiritual master, you can rise to the plane of transcendental loving service of the Lord. And so Prabhupada's work wasn't finished in that way. He left that for us to do. Okay? Well, that's why I keep bringing up, I know this is like sticking the finger in the wound when I keep saying like Narayan Raj, he didn't bring people up to the I don't see any symptoms of people. Do you see? I look at Shamarani and I don't see her engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. I don't see any of the devotees engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord yet. So the work isn't finished. He couldn't finish the work. Okay? Wouldn't it be good to go to somebody who can finish the work so that people rise to the plane of the transcendental loving service of the Lord? It only worked in increments in our line. Prabhupada is passed the baton over to us and we've finished the race. Many of us have finished the race. Yeah, you finish the race when you're engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. There you go. Bingo. You made it. Now you're perfect. You're perfect in the proper understanding. So what do you do now? Oh, you just do what Lord Chaitanya did, because now you're capable, you're qualified, you got the mercy of Guru and Lord Chaitanya. Okay? So you go and you taste transcendental mellows of the holy name and distribute it to others. Distribute that path. If they believe in you and your testimony and your deeds of chanting and ecstasy, and they listen to your word, which is the Vedanta that comes from real bhakti, not just in name only, but real bhakti, man, that people can actually see. What a conception, huh? Long time. How come nobody's talking about this? Well, we are. Yeah, see, we're here to finish that work. But otherwise, you haven't perfected your bhakti. You just taken it to a certain level, and you still don't know you can't discuss like we do. Yeah. You just go to a certain level, and still everything's unclear. That's where you have to take the shiksha. And if you don't rise to the next platform until you do. Yeah. Okay, what else is in there? Any comment you want to make?
I was just thinking that there's nothing clear on that part. Nothing's really clear. It's like nothing's actually stitching together like it comes here.
Yeah.
Because the knowledge, they think it's the knowledge that's going to give them bhakti.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kind of twisted. Even the brahmacharis are always reading and doing all that. They think, oh, now we've got the bhakti.
Mm-hmm.
But here you're saying, no, it's the other way around. You receive the mercy, and then from bhakti, you get the Vedanta.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the experienced knowledge. And then when you share and people who are receptive, they also get it. It's like it sticks. It's like a chain. But here when I read these things or heard from those brahmacharis, it always felt like nothing was stitching together.
Yeah.
It's all it's all up in the mind. I think they are all speculating. It's what I
Mhm.
can say.
Mhm.
It's like when they're speculating on what the truth is.
Yeah, I mean, it has to come to the point like this, where you can discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. It becomes this is the thing. It just becomes the real Bhagavatam because they're devotee Bhagavats here. This Bhagavatam, these truths, Bhagavat, the truths, this Bhagavatam, this Bhagavat, these truths are greatly pleasing to discuss in a society of devotees. And you'll want to do it because you develop an affinity for the messages of Vasudeva, the real ones, the conclusive ones, an affinity for the message of Vasudeva. If you don't understand the real message, you don't have an affinity for the truth. It's speculation, and you cannot relish mellows in that state. That's why you got to hear from a person who relishes transcendental mellows. It doesn't speculate. And then you become like them. You also don't speculate, and you relish mellows. That's the whole point of having a guru, man. See, and then you can fly your plane on your own, in a sense. It's not your own. Now you understand the Bhagavad Gita verse that says, I'm equal to everyone. Krishna says, I'm equal to everyone. But those who render service to me, transcendental loving service to me, I'm a friend to them. People are learning that, discovering that here. And everywhere else I've seen, they're not getting that. So you have to be bona fide, man. You have to be authorized. And they're rare. Devotees here. We're here to finish the work. And Narayan Raj did not prove that he finished the work for devotees. And also this Radhakund Babaji thing, I didn't see. I see the work unfinished, but I see it finished, being finished here. So anybody looking for the real path, the reality to this extent, to be delivered in this life, they will have to come here. I mean, if there's another place like this, it'll have the same kind of style, man. You'll look at the verse and the guru will be like the verse. But I have Narayan Raj not like the verse. Yeah, Radhanath's not like the verse. Shamarani's not like the verse. You see anybody being delivered? See, people can't even discuss what deliverance is in these groups. They don't know what is the quality as a spiritual master, that they're Satchidananda. Okay? And then you look at these persons, it's just like, that story, the emperor with no clothes. You go and you look at them and you know the real truth and you say, hey, the emperor has no clothes. Shamarani's not, poor Shamarani, but not poor. You're lucky, you're getting rich now. You got no clothes. You're not clothed with ecstatic devotion, man. You're not really a spiritual master in the line of this standard. You've been fooled. You thought you were on the highest standard, but it's not high enough. You'll never be good enough that way. You got to follow the real path, the one that works fast, quick, and effective. Like these things they say, quick, this is quick and effective. But you see, it's by the demons. Therefore, there's something wrong with these things. There's something wrong with everything in Maya. There's always some imperfect thing. Gohari, have you found the perfect thing? Yes, absolutely. This is so perfect, man. But you're not perfect. Yeah, but my Lord is perfect. I don't give a shit about being perfect. My Lord is perfect. And I'm happy just to glorify that all perfect Lord. I don't want to try to compete with the Lord in his perfection. He's the perfect one. He gives me perfect happiness. I really, what is this thing, this misconception that you got to be perfect? You got to be in competition with God. You got to be as perfect as God. I don't care about that. I don't even think about it. I just love worshiping my perfect Lord. He's perfect. Love. And the Lord is thinking, by my devotee, he's perfect. He's perfectly in love with me. I'm in love with him. He's my friend. I'm his friend. That's all the Lord is thinking. He's not looking, the Lord is also, he comes in his pastimes to show the truth that it's not about being perfect. He comes and he gets to be servant of Narada Muni. There's a story like that. And Narada said, okay, you're perfect Lord. Okay, I want you to make chapatis. And they come out like dough balls, And he says, you're God, man. You can't make fucking chapatis. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? He says, what are you talking about? I never cook for myself. Everybody's cooking for me. So I never learned to cook. See, that's my Lord. I love his imperfections. He says, Gohari, if you overlook my imperfections, I'll overlook yours. I said, good deal. Because I got more than you, probably. Exactly. Lalita's got it, man. Dive into his perfection. I also like to dive into his imperfections, how he makes a lousy chapati maker. I think it's awesome. I like how he breaks holes in the walls, he's just he's a irrational Lord. I like his irrationality. There's some kind of rationality in his irrationality, something amazing about that. I like Nityananda, going around doing his crazy stuff, man.
I used to love when Prabhupada used to say that what happens in Vrindavan is a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's irrational from this world's point of view, and you see it's like, it doesn't fit the construct of this world, I think.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, that's why Prabhupada, I like that story too. He says, the disciple asked him, what's going on in Vrindavan really, Prabhupada? And he looked at this neophyte. The guy's a neophyte, beginner. No way he could understand. He said, it's just a lot of nonsense. If I tell you about it, you'll just think it's nonsense, So just a lot of nonsense going on there. It makes no sense to a person, like you. Beginner. You won't appreciate the nonsense there. You won't appreciate Krishna doing these crazy things, seemingly crazy, but they're beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where were we? Where's the book? Disappeared.
Where's with me?
Oh yeah. Continue reading.
I was also thinking about that pastime where Jagannath and Baladev and Lakshmi, she leaves them in the pastimes of Jagannath. They try lighting a fire, and all that comes out is smoke.
Yeah. It's a lot of interesting things like that.
The spiritual master is also called Acharya, or a transcendental professor of spiritual science. The Manu Samhita explains the duties of an Acharya, describing that a bona fide spiritual master accepts charge of disciples, teaching them the Vedic knowledge with all its intricacies, and gives them their second birth. The ceremony performed to initiate a disciple into the study of spiritual science is called Upaniti, or the function that brings one nearer to the spiritual master.
Yeah, so you can see even that is increments. You could see that Prabhupada did the external ceremony to bring the disciple closer. So the banana in the fire, give a thread so you stay. Oh yeah, I'm a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, right? I'm a disciple, and so you got like a uniform. You're in the army right now. You're in the army now. You got your uniform. You got your initiation. So it keeps you in nearer. Doesn't mean how near are you? You got to see there, because there's a whole nother initiation going on here. See, you notice we also do initiations here, but they don't know. Narayan Raj group doesn't know about this initiation. Can you imagine? The Radhakund Babajis don't know about this initiation. Same thing with the ISKCON. They don't know about this initiation that they're people that bring you even more nearer to the spiritual master. They don't know. Yeah. Why? Because they're performing that banana in the fire initiation still. The thread initiation still. You get the thread. And when you do the Babaji thing, they take your thread away because you're not qualified to be a Brahmin. You weren't born a Brahmin in this life. See, same another bodily thing. See? This initiation, you get the true second birth, the one that's eternal, man, where the Lord arises in your heart. See, the one that Lord Chaitanya came to give. This is called Bhakti Lata Bij. Lord Chaitanya taught these things. He says, hey, man, if you don't have this birth, if Krishna does not arise in your heart, I don't even give a shit about you. I don't care about you. You're not under my care. My Maya will take care of you. Or some Vaidhi Bhakti guru will take care of you. I'm here and he's here. See, and Goar is here. I'm here to do that level. The Lord says to arise Krishna heart. We're concerned about that. He was concerned about that. He said, go into Vrindavan unless Krishna arises in the heart. There's no benefit to going to the holy places, really. I mean, there's some benefit, but not the kind of benefit the Lord came here to do. You want that benefit? I'm here for the greedy people, like he was. You want real benefit to the holy places? Well, better to come to the devotee where you get purified and have pure love of God awaken in you. Then you'll get a lot of benefit going to the holy places. You can ask Lalita. She goes now and gets a lot of benefit. Otherwise, what do you get there? A Brahmin experience. You get some, if Krishna doesn't arise in your heart, then you don't know why Lord Chaitanya came here. You didn't get the real Bhakti Lata Bij yet. That's the problem. People don't know the ways of the spirit. That they can't abandon religion. You look at people. You look at these Vaishnavas. You see the symptoms of religion. They're very faithful to the rules and regulations, and they often think that their rules and their regulations are going to deliver them their ceremonial worship. But that's external bhakti. That's their symptoms. What are the symptoms of people here? Can you imagine? Look, who's dressed for like a devotee here? Where's the Brahmin threads? Where's the tilak even? But people are generally, they know that they're delivered here. What is? Where is this? Where is the symptoms of deliverance? See, they're internal. We bring the internal. We make the internal external. See, we teach about the internal principles of deliverance. Oh yeah, taste for the holy name is deliverance. Loving these pastimes, explaining these pastimes as they are is deliverance. Not only for yourself, but for others, is purification for yourself and others. So Soham says, sing the Lord's names in your duties and let this be your truth. Simplicity cultivates bhakti itself. And we have now truth, simplicity, love, bhakti. Yeah. Krishna looks at others' clothes. Yeah, right. He likes to take them off. He likes to rape the false ego. Go ahead, Vida.
One who cannot be brought nearer to a spiritual master cannot have a sacred thread, and thus he is indicated to be a Shudra. The sacred thread on the body of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya is a symbol of initiation by the spiritual master.
See, a symbol of initiation brought closer. You see Varnashram Dharma preaching there? You see how that is about the rules, the regulations, Varnashram Dharma, becoming a Brahmin, bring you nearer, to the guru. See, bring you closer. But to be closer is a purification, more than a thread. You know how much faith Prabhupada really had in a thread? when his microphone fell down, the guy had a sacred thread on, and he just snapped it. He says, I could use that. He snapped the thread and tied the microphone. He said, this is proper utilization of Krishna consciousness. He snapped the thread and wrapped it around the microphone in a stand so he could speak. See, people have too much respect for external bhakti. And as long as you have that, you can't move on, because you'll think, oh, Gohari and his preaching is disrespectful to external bhakti. You won't be thinking that. You think that's the real bhakti. That's the only bhakti is the external bhakti, but you don't think it's external. You think it's the real bhakti. And Gohari says, external? Threads? Brahman is external? Yeah, it is. Lord Chaitanya Riddhi, he said, Varnashram Dharma, external bhakti. Move on there. Tell me something deeper. You're not like that? Well, then you'll follow that path. And we can't help you. Yeah. Go ahead, Rita. You see how the difference of this preaching is? If a person reads that, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and reads that of Prabhupada, what will he be talking about? He said, you see, it's all about this getting a thread. It's all about becoming a Brahmin and everything. Gohari seems like he's not talking about, what Prabhupada is talking about, is he? See, people, we bring you to another level of that. I mean, this is external bhakti. That's already been done. Prabhupada put people through that. They're still doing that. But there's another level. See, the second birth is the transference of Bhakti Lata Bij into your heart, the awakening of devotion, where you have a spiritual revelation experience, and that's permanent. And all you do is hear and chant in ecstasy more and more and more and more. That's where it's going. Otherwise, you know very little about Krishna. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm like not fully understanding this, but yeah, if we read these, we just think because Prabhupada is everyone agrees that Prabhupada is the pure devotee who came to deliver us, right. And then when we read these, isn't he like deliberately putting us into this trap? I somehow feel that so it's almost like a trick, so that you can you can be in that loop and not get out of it. Although he's it's almost like a labyrinth. He's put the actual thing somewhere and all this stuff, more of this stuff actually. So you can just settle yourselves and think you're going to be delivered.
Well, that's why you have to have it explained by a living devotee and put everything in perspective. Don't we logically discuss this in a way that nobody else can, unless you're empowered by the spiritual potency? We can discuss where that fits, how that's, why Prabhupada started that way, why he's even preaching that way, because people are reading that book. And if you're not mature enough to understand the deeper thing, that's where you'll stay, and you should stay there. At least you're connected and got your uniform on. Otherwise, you might leave the army. See, how many, could people, if you don't have a uniform, what do you think they have a uniform for? So you identify with that, and you won't identify with the world. I mean, that's why the Prabhupada had the dhoti thing and people looking differently than people in the world. So that he didn't want at that time people to mix, because they would get contaminated. Sometimes I do the same thing and I say, well, don't mix with these people there until you get really clear and solid in and understanding things here. Don't go and listen to everybody and anybody until you're purified enough and you become faithful, what's real. Like if you were not mature and you just go and you listen to Johann blaspheming his guru and all that, and you're not strong and you can't say anything back, you might be disheartened. that happens. Your heart picks up the offense and you become weak at heart. So that's why I would tell certain people not to do that. But, depends on your level and where you're at. Yeah. Yeah, it is a trap in a sense. But
Yeah.
you can't get out of it until you meet the bona fide Shiksha Guru.
And this thing in Ritviks, I always found that there's this adherence to Prabhupada, almost like as if they're mad to a certain extent. It's like, they are so rigid that Prabhupada is living. If you say, no, you need a living guru, they will say, no, Prabhupada is actually living. That's what they harp on.
Yeah.
But is Prabhupada actually living through these conceptions? And then I don't understand that. If Prabhupada is actually living, like they say through these books, why aren't they led to this other, the other side of the story that he has put in the books himself?
Yeah, because it's not like they say. They say he's living. You're accepting their philosophy if you believe that. See, he's living in the word, but you got to be matured. You have to be purified to understand that word. You see, that's why I explain things seemingly different than Prabhupada, but not really, built on that foundation. I don't say that, Prabhupada shouldn't have done that. Prabhupada shouldn't have preached like that. It's not about having a Brahman thread. It's only about this. No, it's a foundation. See? Where's the next? Where do you do? It's like you're building a house. You got a foundation. There you go. You got a foundation. Okay, let's build on that. See? Okay, yeah. You got the thread, right? You got the thread. You've been studying the Vedas. Okay, now the next level. See? Here, you need Bhakti Lata Beast, Chaitanya Charitamrita preaching, postgraduate. You want an honorary degree into this? Then you have to come here and listen. Otherwise, you won't understand. Well, why Prabhupada is saying, I got to get the thread and stay with the thread. Worship the thread. That's all we got. All we need is Varnashram Dharma, right? According to that. And then it's contradictory because you go a few chapters more in the Madhya Lila, and it says, Lord Chaitanya says, I'm sorry, Ramananda Roy, I reject that thread thing, that Varnashram Dharma thing. That Brahman thing. I reject it. It says, Prabhupada wrote it. He translated it. Well, how do you reconcile that? Well, you better find a bona fide Shiksha Guru, which is good luck finding one. They're very rare that can understand this because none of them come up to this standard to explain such things. You got to be really empowered by the transcendental potency. That's why the Lord wants to show you this is special, man. And if he chooses somebody, even though they're a Sudra and a low-class person, you'll hear knowledge you don't hear from the great sannyasis out there that have thousands of followers. It's just the way the Lord works. He's a very simple person, and he sees a lot of big false egos out there. And he showed me, he says, boy, look at that. Do you see that? Gaur Haridas, see all those big false egos out there? They think they made it. The Narayan Raj, Radhakumbhabi, they're so proud. They think they've got it. So I want to use you to kind of whittle away that pride. Otherwise, how are they going to go back to the real Godhead? They think their superficial knowledge is the Godhead. No. Yeah. So that's why we're doing what we do here. And those who are ready will come one by one, just like they're doing. Okay, yes, Prabhupada is living inside. Yeah, and Shoham says, likewise agree there. Srila Prabhupada is alive inside because you feel the life that he shares with the divine words he wrote. It gives inside the ecstatic devotee. Yeah, you got to see, like when I read his purports, I read them in terms of pure devotional service. He says devotional service. He leaves it open, right? But people will see that if they're not engaged in pure devotional service, they'll see that as Vaidhi Bhakti service. See, engage. Oh yeah, just doing ceremonies and eating this way and that way, and fastings and that. They see that's devotional service. See, he left it open, didn't he? But do I preach like that? Oh no, I'm looking at this other level. You want to look at this level? You want to look at the level of pure devotional service from somebody engaged in that service? See, not from look at that level from somebody not engaged in that service. That's the talking about the conjugal stuff, but not actualizing it in your life, not tasting real mellows, and then speculating on all these things. That's that's the Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babaji's what I seen. They're not tasting it. They can't transfer it to anybody, not even one. All speculation. Prove me wrong. Give me one person from Narayan Raj or Radhakund Babaji's. And don't bring my ex-wife. You'll see immediately she ain't got it after 25 friggin' years with these guys. You can't even see. And she'll want to teach, devotees like Lalita Ganga. She'll want to instruct them. What kind of realization did she get from those guys? And everybody else practice, they go all these gurus and they're all Vaidhi Bhakti symptoms, right? Great faith in either the Ritvik system, right? Or the living dead gurus who have no real bhakti. Oh, great faith in all this external stuff. And Gaurahari sitting there and blasting all of it because it's worth blasting. I'm going to put the truth against all of it, man. Slap them all at once. I don't want to just waste my time. We got, not a lot of time now left. I'm 70 years old, so let's slap them all, man. All at one, with one hand, just one-handed. It has been written, everybody until you came, for the clarification of the second part. Yeah, exactly. We're here. I'm not here to teach the second part. You don't like it? You're still on the first part? Well, stay with the first part, Maybe we got enough people coming, but not happy with 20, 30, 40 people, friends, they're all getting purified. All they taste is boga turned into prasadam to satisfy. Yeah. It's external bhakti. Yeah. Okay, let's pull some people up here. Who wants to come on live? How do I do this here? Yeah, so somebody post the link.
It's already on the 18, I think, from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. The 18 from yesterday is the link is posted. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'll copy it. Okay, let's see how I can do this here. Delete. Okay. So I heard somebody try to come on. It's probably Lalita, but I don't see how to do it here now. It's a new thing. See, what is this new shift? What is this? New scene.
Does it usually pop up here?
Yeah, usually that pops up here.
There's something. Oh, that's news.
Yeah.
That's a different one.
Yeah, it's weird, what is this here? Oh, I see.
That's your channel. Twitch.
Yeah. It said I can get it in the settings to go back to the old thing. See, I've changed this thing somehow. I shouldn't have done that.
Can we go to the
settings? Okay, let's see settings. Oh, I see. Push product links to chat. Okay, well, we won't do that. Show QR code alerts on stream. Okay, I'm going to take that off. Participant names. Okay. Virtual backward shortcuts on your video.
Here, the one at the bottom.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
You can't switch modes while live. I think you'd have to restart the stream.
While live. Okay. Yeah. So I'd have to restart the stream. I can't really bring anybody up. Okay, so I got to do switch modes later. Sorry about this, so I can't do it. Hey, I got to go to the bathroom anyway. Anyway, thank you for coming and having a nice discussion. Do you want to say anything? You can go while I go to the bathroom. You can go. Why don't you talk a little bit to the people? Give them a little time.
I'm almost
You're done
maxed
too?
out.
You're maxed out. We're all maxed out. You guys are probably maxed out too. It's probably getting late for a lot of people in America. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have a great day. You know, be good, be bad, but be good. Be transcendental.
Be here.
Be here, be now. You know, and be everything. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you soon.